Hi everyone, my name is Julie Mercer and I have been a teacher at Lisbon Schools, McKinley Elementary for 17 years. I'm currently a second grade teacher. I previously taught fourth, fifth, or sixth grade math for most of my career. I changed on a whim this summer when an opening came and I knew that it was time for me to make a change. So I am enjoying my school year much more than I have in the past few years. I have held several positions that were outside of my teaching duties. I was the math department chair several times throughout my career. As the math chair, I was in charge of finding new things that the math department could use, leading meetings, talking to everyone, making sure everyone was on the same page throughout the teaching of the math curriculum. I was the student senate advisor. During that time, the students did different projects throughout the community and our school, and I was also our union rep at McKinley Elementary. I've attended many conferences throughout my teaching career. However, the Google conference and the tech conference both stand out as two of my favorite and most important. The Google conference I attended last year, and it was extremely informative and helped me out a lot this year, especially with even simple things like Google Classroom, just teaching using Google. As an innovator, I would say that the thing that I'm most proud of is that I implemented stability balls in the classroom. In order to do that, I researched different ways to help kids during the school day. Kids sit for hours on end and are unable to move, especially in the upper grades, third, fourth, and fifth at our school. They sit, they move to a different classroom, and they sit. So it's difficult for them to sit all day without the movement. So I thought it was a big problem. I researched, I found that stability balls were an option for kids in the classroom. And I petitioned our principal, I petitioned the PTO, the balls were bought, we used them in my classroom, and they seem to be a great tool that the kids really love. I also tried flexible seating in my classroom, and I used the stability balls, a regular chair. I had standing desk stations, beanbag chairs, and students were free to use whatever type of seating that they chose. The kids really liked it. It was a little difficult. It got a little hairy a few times. So with flexible seating, I would definitely say that it is important to have a structure and definitely a lot of rules. My goals as an innovator are to find new ways to help children with problems functioning in the regular classroom. Students that have social disorders or students that have learning disorders often have trouble in the classroom, the regular classroom. So I'm interested in finding new ways to help them out. One of the things that I absolutely love are the soft rooms, where autistic kids or any other kids that have a disability are sent sometimes if they're having an overload. A lot of kids with autism, which the reason I often focus on autism is because my child was diagnosed, so I often look for things that would help her. The soft rooms are just places that kids can go to help get their sensory overload into check. Something fun and exciting. I don't have a lot of free time. I have 3 daughters. They're 17, 15, and almost 14. So we don't have a lot of extra time at my house. I've been a single parent for most of my parenting time, so the girls and I are very close, and we like to do a lot of things together. They're very proud. The other day, one of my biggest accomplishments, I feel, is my daughter said to me, well, when I get my doctorate, and she went on. So I feel that I have instilled a love of education for them, and I feel like my job is has been accomplished. So have a great semester, everyone. Thanks.